gamers, we have the menu music to this game that is, honestly, I think is really great. So we're just going to lead in with this sense of drama on the greatest show that the internet has ever inadvertently produced. It's me, Sean Plott.
And me, Sean Bouchard.
We are Leigh-less today, but you have as many Seans as you need on this episode of Mostly Walking. We're continuing the playthrough of Shardlight. Hell yeah. This is about what I... Oh, that's the wrong button. This is the button. There we go. Oh my god. Yeah, and I think that one of my recent great joys in life is the fact that for this video mixer, what some broadcasters do is they will load in, hey, this is my Monday show scenes, and their mixer will have just the Monday buttons. And then, hey, it's my Tuesday show. Let me load that up. Hey, it's my podcast. Let me load those things in. I have 100% of my scenes just loaded up. So at any time, I could be like, all right, it's time. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go into the main broadcast. I can go to my break. I can go to the Mostly Walking break. I can go to the show ending. I can go to just me. I can go to us in the two-shot. Like, it's no problem. Like, if you ever... if you want to do some Marvel Snap stuff, we can do that right now as well.
We can do that. There it is.
And I feel like this is a design sensibility of, should you have all your buttons one click away?
Right.
Or should you have your buttons folded into an intellectually understandable and grokkable set of tiers and folders? Fascinating discussion.
It is I want to relate this back to like a StarCraft thing. Like, you know, for me, the idea of having contextual buttons, having like button combinations or nested menus in order to get a bunch of functionality, that is really super intuitive to me. And of course the downside to that is that like when I want to do something, it takes a lot of time for me to do it because I have to navigate like menus and shit versus like I know what I want, I understand the game, right? Like I understand what's going on, I just want to do the thing with one button press. Like I want that at my fingertips.
And this was an interesting discussion that was brought up in our design program that all three of us attended, the University of Southern California Interactive Media Division's Master of Fine Arts program. That there's a lot of Eastern design, like what you'll see in a lot of web pages in China, a lot of Chinese games, a lot of South Korean games, is everything should be one button press away. So, you know, if you just like look up an action RPG, you will see like the settings menu on the screen, your social menu on the screen, so you can just press it, and at any point in time, if you think, what do I want to do? It's right there on the screen.
Right, yeah.
Whereas a lot of Western design, and like in particular Swedish design, is all about like really paring away anything that you don't need right now. And if you need it, there should be a path of intention. But the most important thing is that, like, on this present screen, for instance, on this screen, this is a simple, understandable screen. I know where I am at in the experience, and therefore I can click on load and know that everything related to loading is there, and therefore I don't get cognitively overwhelmed. So it's this kind of this difference of perspective, where one is about a certain ease of use of button clicking, another is a certain ease of use of cognitive processing. And it's like, neither's right per se, but it's just interesting. It's just fucking cool.
It is super interesting.
Oh yeah.
This is a thing that I'm gonna ask my students in my capstone class this week. Like, what is the degree of button presses that that like your game allows functionality to be buried at?
Oh yeah. How Swedish is your design? On a scale of 1 to 7.
How Swedish, how Swedish is your design?
Rate the Swedishness right here on a scale of 1 to 7, where 4 is averagely Swedish. Right? Like, this, we're gonna play the game in a second, but this reminds me of this article that, welcome to the show. This reminds me of this article that IGN just recently dropped, which is, why does IGN give so many 7s? Which is a great self-analysis.
Yeah, I like that.
And the gist of it is, dude, you have to understand how many truly fucking terrible games there are. Like
Right.
they review thousands of games, and for a lot of them, it's not even worth
Right.
sharing that much. Let me actually
They don't go up on the website.
Yeah, like they consider a 5 something that is not worth your time or your money if you value either. Like,
Right.
so
It's not worth the bandwidth it costs to print it.
yeah. And like a lot of what makes a game hit that sort of 7 benchmark is so much of the invisible stuff. You know, like the fact that if you have a I'm trying to think of a good example of this. I was playing this city building game, Dune Spice Wars. Well, it's like a 4X RTS kind of thing. I don't know how to properly categorize it, but it did a really good job of like logically chunking things to where it had so many systems. They were really neatly chunked, and that to me felt very, again, that's very in that Swedish vein of everything is nicely, neatly packaged. But some of it was super flat. Like there's this one UI element that tells you what all your resources is doing at any one point in time. And so just this corner is really fucking overwhelming. And then the rest is very nice and light and spare, and you can hover over it, and there's very beautiful, nice tooltips. Like, I'm sort of tickled by how many games just do a really good job of managing this in like an ultra customized way. And you don't think about it when you play. You just go, oh, okay, so those are my resources. All right, and then you just keep playing. Whereas like 6 months ago, there was someone who's like, I don't know what's happening with this resource, and I keep losing my games. And they had to make a change to that where suddenly it's not that they started to get the positive result of, oh my gosh, I now know what's going on all the time. Instead, they just get an empty result, which is we have the null feedback about this. That means we're succeeding. Like, ramble. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Oh yeah. Well, do you want to play some Shardlight?
Let's play Shardlight.
Let's play some Shardlight.
I want to see if we can beat Shardlight. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. My understanding of before I played this game and I did the howlongtobeat.org analysis, we may very well be coming up on the end, but there is always the most valued constant on the show, which is the mostly walking time delay.
There's a factor, yeah.
The podcasting coefficient that we need to multiply that by. So let's catch you up to where we are.
Yeah.
Overarching, we, Amy Wellard, have uncovered this conspiracy that the aristocracy has all the antidotes that they need to cure everyone of the green lung, and yet they're not giving it out, clearly as some means of control, although they assert it's because they don't want to reveal they have the solution or enough vaccine for everyone, because then they'll get invaded. We met Birdman, a.k.a. the Reaper, a.k.a. some scientist who can fly, and the fact that the scientist can fly is never addressed at any point ever, but he can fly.
Yep.
And this flying Birdman has told us that he's actually discovered a cure. Not a vaccine for the green lung, but a cure for green lung. Oh my goodness. And so we needed to sneak into the, not the DMZ, the quarantine zone, where if anyone is infected with green lung and they're, basically condemned to death at that point, they get dumped into the quarantine zone, basically to die and make sure that they don't get out. So we have snuck into the quarantine zone to try to get a sick person, who turns out to be our friend from the start of the game. And we're going to bring that person back to the Reaper Man. Great StarCraft 2 reference right there. Bring him back to the Reaper Man, at which point we, in theory, will save the world. So we have managed to find the incineration chute where they
Wait, hold on. I need you to explain that part again.
Explain which part again?
We went into the quarantine zone. Why did we go into the quarantine zone?
Because to ensure that the cure was actually working, we needed someone that definitely has green lung.
Right, but not us,
because we don't have green lung.
Because we were vaccinated, and so it went away.
I think we just don't. We just don't have it. We may have been vaccinated.
We have it. We had it at one point.
Maybe we're vaxxed, or maybe we've just been boiled. Like one of those two things has happened.
Cool. We're too important, I think. Like if it doesn't work and it kills us, he would feel really bad about that. So we need to go find somebody
we need to
who
find
doesn't care about.
who is strictly less value than we are,
right.
according to Birdman, who can fly, but we're not talking about it. And so,
he did fly into the quarantine zone, right? Like there was a point, wasn't there a bit where we were like, "Hey, Birdman, we need some help," and he came and he flew into the quarantine zone, and then he flew back out. Didn't that happen?
That was elsewhere. That was in another.
That was somewhere
scene.
else.
Yeah. So now we found the tube where they throw the deceased and diseased corpses down the chute for incineration to prevent the spread out of the quarantine zone. We've snuck into there, and now we need to swing across. Hence the name Spooky Swing. And there's our guy.
Focus.
That's right.
We gotta hurry up.
I'm trying.
She's not trying at all.
It's just
no, she's not.
Looks like a corpse got caught on a hanging rope. Or maybe that was someone else who tried to escape.
Can we shoot it with our crossbow? That's like kind of our go-to.
Pour the jug of water down the incinerator.
That's right. Put out the fire.
But maybe. Here I
go. Amy, are you okay?
I'm fine. Now I just need to figure out a way to get you over here.
Oh my God, that's too funny. Now let me very clearly explain why I think this is funny, as also a means of justifying the Mostly Walking podcasting coefficient. So, in adventure games, Sean, you articulated that the biggest obnoxious problem in adventure games is when you know what the human being in that situation would do,
right?
But you just don't know how to interact with the interface in such a way as to get that human to do that. So, in almost all adventure games, you don't just like use your crossbow in like a lateral thinking way. It's used only to shoot. Period.
Right.
And instead she goes, maybe I can just, I don't know, just like pull it over. And there's about 1,000 times where that would have been helpful previously in the game.
This rope is still in good condition. I just need to untangle it.
I just need to untangle it. Maybe this. Oh.
I mean.
All right, so maybe.
Right.
Oh, that was it. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
All right, yeah. No, I was thinking of just like taking the crossbow, shooting our friend in the head, and going back to the Birdman and being like, couldn't find nobody, man. They're all gone.
Oh my God.
Gordon, watch your head.
Wow, we literally fired it right at him.
I sure hope I can do this.
You sure can.
Oh my God.
Holy cow.
Can I take the rope? No, I don't think it would be valuable anymore. I really don't.
I mean, we did desperately need some rope just a minute ago.
Nice work back there.
Thanks. Do you have any idea where we're going?
Not yet, but if we're in a subway tunnel, we should be on the right path back outside the quarantine zone. No way I'm strong enough to move that. A pretty big chunk of debris. I hope these tunnels aren't prone to tremors.
Well, they're actually called graboids, but Damn, he's so good. Damn. Oh my God.
There doesn't seem to be any way to get inside.
I mean, I know I can probably just go down the tunnel, but like, I feel obligated to explore a lot of. Nope. No, we're gonna go down the tunnel.
It feels weird that there was a train there that we can't interact with.
Yeah, and she's like, I can't open it.
It's loose, but way too heavy for me to move on my own.
If only
I had another person.
Yeah,
like.
Where is, I don't know, person 2? Oh my goodness. All right, so let's just keep scanning. Machine.
What do you know? It still works. Too bad it's useless to me.
What is it? This? Oh, it's a machine. You know.
Okay.
You know, it's one thing I do find really funny is how if you, this is something I think everyone should do. A lot of pulp fiction that was written in like the 30s to 50s, particularly in science fiction, you can just Google and just like find what's the stored like microscene, what is it called?
Like microfiche?
Microfiche,
yeah.
Yeah, they'll even have like some microfiche storage of this stuff. You can go and like read a lot of cheap trash pulp science fiction that's included in magazines and newspapers, and describing something really elaborate in the most stupid ways is like my favorite thing. Where they will, because calling it like the Great Machine, next to him was a machine, and next to that machine was another machine, and there's because this is a pattern that can happen in writing where you have someone who just like doesn't know enough about clothing and fashion to be able to describe characters in their like fantasy. It's like he was in a green tunic, and next to him the admiral was also wearing a tunic in deep shades of red, and next to them was the captain who wore a gray tunic, right? Like so just the overuse of machine, and also like the insane compound words that are like the trans telecommunication vision. And like those are the two ends of the extreme.
Too bad it's useless to me.
Oh, it just works. It's working great. It's doing a good job
We're
of
almost
working.
out of here.
All right, is there
I'm not.
clock?
It's out of reach, but also broken.
All right.
Gordon?
Also, Secret 42. I love that you mentioned The Martian Chronicles. That's a great movie.
You holding up okay?
I think so. It was pretty intense.
Or
back
Mutant
there,
Chronicles, I
But
think
I'm
it was.
glad we made it.
Me too.
Wait, what's Mutant
It's
Chronicles?
A hell of a story to tell my daughter.
Mutant Chronicles is a movie starring one of the greatest actors of all time, Ron Perlman. And he, in the Mutant Chronicles, it's in a sort of like diesel punk retro futuristic setting in which the world is running low on natural resources and there's wars everywhere just for the scant remaining whatever on the earth. And
Right, of course.
in one of these wars that's very sort of modeled off like World War I trench warfare style combat, like really brutal and no progress being made. Somehow they find a giant machine that turns people into mutants, aka zombies, horrifying zombies.
Okay, all right.
So they awaken the machine, and the machine starts to turn people into mutant zombie monsters all over the world. And so
awesome.
There's this.
That's a pretty good machine.
Yeah, it's called The Machine in that one, right? Again, and Ron Perlman has to go on some quest, I think, to destroy the machine because everyone else is trying to get off the planet. But like he wants to stop the machine, and
I mean that seems like a thing you might want to do, yeah.
And it might be the perfect example of a piece of media that you have to like about 8 out of the 10 conceits.
Sure, yeah.
If you're gonna enjoy it at all, but if you're willing to let those 8 out of 10 conceits slip by, you're gonna fucking love this movie. Like I really enjoyed it. I mean, I wouldn't call it a good movie. I would call it amazing for the right person.
Okay, yeah. It's a good distinction.
Yeah, because I do you believe there's such a thing as bad media? Like that someone did a shitty job.
Yeah, I think I do. Yes.
Yeah.
Gut reaction.
You gut react. Yeah, like you can have a shitty movie and work on it and make it a better movie, and the second one is not just a subjectively different thing. It's better.
It's better, yeah.
And I want to spend the rest of my life searching for media that perfectly fulfills. No, it actually isn't bad. It's just you have to be into this. Like that's all I ever want to watch. Where it has an audience of 5, but it's those 5 people's reason for staying alive because that movie fucking exists. Like that's what I'm talking about. I'm in a very tangenty mood right now, Sean, as you can tell.
Fuck yeah. I'm into it.
Yeah. Oh, and Secret 42 is correcting me that The Martian Chronicles was a Ray Bradbury story. Okay. Well, now all of you know about the Mutant Chronicles starring Ron Perlman.
That's what I wanted to know about.
Yeah, all right, man. Fuck yeah.
Can you help me move that rubble?
I can give it a try.
No way, it worked!
I hope this just doesn't work. I hope he's like,
Okay,
if only there were a third person.
1,
We gotta go
2,
back up the chute.
3. Nothing. Damn. We just don't have enough leverage to move these things.
I bet you if I talk to him and there's going to be an option for him to tell us that we need more leverage.
Let's go. We're almost out of here.
Never
Lead
mind.
on.
Gordon, yeah, goodbye. Okay. Gordon, yeah, goodbye. Okay. All right, maybe
Let's go. We're gonna go now.
Where is debris?
No way.
Can you wait? Hold on. Can you get
Gordon?
him to move that debris?
Gordon, could you help me move that debris?
No problem.
I love moving debris.
There you go.
Thanks.
And what's this?
Okay, now you're gonna crawl into the crawl space
Hmm.
where there's a
rusty metal
lever.
bar in here.
It's just a
Might be
metal
good for
bar.
Something.
There's an arrow bolt in here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so let me use the metal bar, and we're gonna rubble it.
Rubble.
Fatality. Yeah, Is this...
It's loose, but way too heavy.
All right.
Gordon?
Hmm?
Let's
I
go.
mean, the sound design for that little animation
Oh, I
is
just had to...
remarkable.
Let's
I had
get
to
going.
use
You
it
just
twice.
use it twice.
Oh my
right?
god. That is the most insanely abstract thing I've ever heard.
Fuck the rule of threes.
You know where
This
we
is
are.
the rule of
I do.
twos.
And
You just got to do a
just when I
thing,
told
and when
us
it doesn't work, do it
what?
a second time.
Remember I said I had seen a permanent cure for green?
Holy
There's
shit.
a doctor waiting at the top of this building. He's got the cure.
He can fly,
He
but
asked me to find
not
someone
now.
who's
I'm not going to
candidate
talk about
be a
that.
test subject. I volunteered myself, but I still need to help him get his research for mass producing the cure once it's been tested, which is another issue entirely. I'm sorry I didn't mention all this before, but I wanted to be sure we could escape first. I know it's a lot to take in.
What would I have to do?
I'm not entirely sure. The doctor will be able to explain it to you. We don't know what the side effects might be, and there's a chance it might not even work, but we have to try.
We have to
Do you
have
wanna go
you
through
be the
with it?
guinea pig.
Amy, you've given me a second chance. I'll do anything to help cure Green Lung.
Great. It's just up these stairs.
Hello, Birdman.
That sounds like the scene
I
that
brought a
precedes, like,
Come on in, Gordon.
we're going to lead him into a horrible torture chamber.
Yeah, no,
Is that?
Dr. Edwin Aquino.
A Birdman?
Pleasure to
Yes.
Is that Birdman?
It is. It is.
Reaper?
Fear the Reaper,
Didn't
man.
tell him.
I didn't think he'd believe me.
Fair enough. Yes, the Reaper is a persona I created in order to do my work in secret. What's really important is that you volunteered to test my green lung cure. I cannot thank you enough, and I'm sure the entire population will feel the same way once they've been cured.
To be clear, I
What
don't
is
know
it
if
you
this
need me
works.
to do?
I'll explain everything, but first, there's another matter I need to take care of.
There
said
is?
You were able to get the servos?
I've got him right here.
Oh, right. We had to get
What do you think
servos.
it will take to repair the birds?
Less than an hour.
Excellent. I'm going to take our friend into the next room and get him started on the treatment. I'll be back in a while to see how you're doing.
Okay, I'll get to work then.
Follow me, if you would.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so glad we didn't have to work on the birds for an
Exactly.
hour. It wouldn't surprise me.
Perfect. We have one raven for each floor of the tower. We should be able to locate my research in no time.
Caw, caw. Oh, okay. I thought it was just two.
Oh, okay.
All right, I see. They have a limited number of animation, so they're just spreading it out to give it a little bit of
Right,
texture.
right,
yeah, no.
right.
I thought he was going to
That's
send
good.
out two
Okay.
birds, and I was like, oh, it's a two-story tower. It's not. I think that's a very liberal use of the word tower, man. Like,
Aha. There. Through that window. Can you see?
Yes, a bookcase being guarded.
I feel like
It's on the
if it was
36th
that
floor.
fast,
Now we just have to determine how you're going
like
to
you could send a raven
That
to
shouldn't be a
do
problem.
each
I
of
know
the
someone who's
36
pretty good at
floors.
Figuring out ways to sneak into government.
if it only takes 5
Wish
seconds.
you luck, Amy.
yeah.
I'll be
Like,
keeping
that's
an eye
still
on the
feasible.
ravens. If you need anything, I'll be here.
All right. So, where?
I
What?
don't need them.
Where's our friend?
Oh no, he's getting cured.
He's getting treated. Man, if he is just the amorphous blob at the end of I have no mouth and I must scream, this is gonna fucking suck!
Danton?
Yeah, he gets Sellen's ending from Elden Ring.
I don't know what happened to Selen because I kept getting annoyed at. Oh no, Selen. Who's the other sorceress that was chained to the roots in the bottom of that? In the sort of southwest of Weeping Peninsula.
Yeah, I think that was her. I think that was Selen,
Sorceress
wasn't
Selen?
it?
Oh, that's also Selen. Wait, who was the fucking wizard that ate shit?
I don't remember his name. Yeah, he was.
Why am I melting them together in my mind?
Damn. Well, because there's a relationship. Like she uses his puppeting technology, or something. Celavis.
Celavis.
That's right.
Yeah. No, yeah, because Selen, I got really annoyed at early on due to the
Sure,
dialogue
yeah.
and just fucking killed her. Just like literally
Yeah,
swung
that's
a
fair.
colossal greatsword right into Selen, man.
Yeah, she's got a good arc where like you can help her out in a way that you can't usually help people out in FromSoft games. And she like really likes you for it, and then you leave and come back and she's turned into an enormous ball of heads.
Wow. So like.
Yeah.
So. Fucking, I call that
So
a
like
win-win.
you should not have done that probably. Like, whoops.
Wapsie
I feel
doopsies.
like I enabled Sorceress Selen in some things that it turns out she shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah, I will say, one thing that I really like in Elden Ring is an example of something that I like in media in general, which is where someone just picks a theme that doesn't really feel like that important of a theme.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I say not that important, I mean just like broadly speaking across media. There's the idea of like love and honor and what does it mean to do the right thing
sure.
and all this. But like, mutation. Like in Elden Ring, they're just like, what if everyone was mutating into like all kinds of different shit? Now, mutating into a specific thing is a common way to explore one of those other themes. Like, you know, do I want to turn into a demon? I will get great power and I'll live forever, but I'll be a demon and I'll need to eat one human every hour for the rest of my life. You know, like that's the idea of transforming into the vampire or transforming into the monster. But like in Elden Ring, they're just like people are turning into trees are turning into people are turning into multi-people, people are turning into heads, people are turning into stone is being turned into creatures. You know, like it's just
Yep.
at every twist, it's just like, guess who these people are trying to turn into? Slime! Like, it just is endless escalation. It's fucking so good. Oh, yeah. Who's turning them into slime? Fingers. Big, holy fingers.
I'm breaking into Tiberius's tower. Can you help me?
Come again?
He's got the research to mass produce a cure for green lung. We have to get it.
Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure?
I've been working with the doctor who developed it. He used to work for the Ministry of Medicine, but when he found out they were hoarding vaccine, he went rogue.
You went
Sounds like a
rouge.
good man. Why haven't I heard of him?
He's the
Surely
Reaper, man.
you've heard of the Reaper. He created the disguise to work in secret.
This is perfect. The opportunity to strike is finally here.
Danton, wait. She tells you the Reaper is a doctor, and you're just going to spring an attack?
Danton,
We don't have
wait.
enough men or supplies to do this safely. We could lose everything.
If we don't act now, we've already lost everything. How can you say no? We'd thwart Tiberius and Pure Greenlung in one night.
Because we can't do it. Danton, this isn't a game. People will die.
You think I treat this like a game? It's because of me.
Both of you, stop! No wonder this revolution hasn't gone anywhere.
Oh, dunked!
To mount an effective assault on the Ministry of Energy.
We need to find an access point to sneak in. Going through the front doors would be suicide. Some way of approaching the tower from above or even underground would be ideal. We also need to find a way to lure the guards at the base of the tower outside.
Yes, that's perfect. If we distract them, we can
Communication
ambush them
is
and
key.
weaken their defenses.
Okay, so a way in and a distraction. I'm on it.
Good.
That sounds
We'll
like a
begin
quest
preparing the
list.
troops.
Can we just again acknowledge the fact that the Reaper can fly? Can we acknowledge this?
Do either of you have an idea on how to find a way into the tower?
The more I think about it, it seems like a better idea to get in from underground. I know there used to be a system of tunnels around the center of the city before the bombs, but I don't know how accessible they are now. If we could find someone with a working knowledge of those tunnels...
Who happens to live on a train nearby the salt flats?
So we need a distraction. What do you suggest?
My thought would be to have a group of people show up. That would keep the guards' hands full while we close in on it.
Okay.
Yes, I like that
Perhaps the
idea.
cathedral.
But we can't spare any of ours. We need them for the ambush.
If you know a bunch of folks who'd be willing to demonstrate in front of the tower, that would certainly be an option.
Time for me to go. Be careful.
Wow, it's
You
like
need to
that
hide.
death cult was custom made for this.
Dude, this is so great. Hold on, let me consult my map to see what our options are, because part of me feels like there's this place, the place we just came from, and one location for each of those. Oh, look, there's the train for the knowledge. Here's the cathedral for the people. That's amazing. That is so good. You know, if this were an escape room, they would like label this as 1, label this as 2, and have a big sign here saying, "Do not touch this. It is not part of the game. You might break it." I can't not see him slapping on naked thighs. He's just you can hear his skin, you know, as he's
It's too wild.
Oh, fucking hell. Get me out of here.
That's the hallucination zone. We don't want to go there.
Jess?
What is it, Amy?
Oh my god. Do you think that we're going to go to the woman in the train and say, "Can you help me with an underground?" I hope so.
I was wondering if you and your flock could help me.
Of course, Amy. What do you need?
I need to get inside the Ministry of Energy, but to do so, I'll need a distraction. Would you be able to provide one?
A distraction?
Yes. I was thinking if you could stand outside the tower and play music or chant or something.
Or set yourselves on
You
fire.
disappoint me, Amy. I thought you were better than that.
I didn't mean to offend you. I just thought...
I'm sure you did. In any case, unless the Reaper himself provides guidance on the matter, I won't see my people used as a mere distraction.
And I guess we're out of options
Have a
then.
good day.
Hey,
There's not really anything we can do.
I felt a little extra venom on there. May death come to you swiftly, Amy. I felt it. I think we all were thinking it too. Fucking sure. Go, go, go. All right. Hey, can you like use this mythos you've created to encourage those people to fucking march to their deaths real quick here?
Hey, doctor?
Yes?
I don't remember who Rita is.
Who the fuck is Rita?
She's fine, as is her son. You did well in helping them, Amy.
Oh,
You sounded very
yes,
good.
he did. He flew in to help give birth to that little kid.
Yes, hopefully. The quarantine zone is no place for a child.
That's right.
Can you come with me to the Cathedral of St. Stephen?
What for?
The Reaper cultists aren't cooperating, and I think you might be able to talk some sense into them.
Is this a good idea?
Yes.
Yes.
It's about time they realize the truth about things.
Fair enough. I'll meet you there soon.
Amazing.
Jess, are you busy?
We just finished our noon prayer.
Are you busy
What is
right
it?
now? Are you doing
I need
waiting
you
for death?
outside right now. Bring the others, it's important.
If this is about your request, use us as a distraction.
Please, just trust me. You and everyone else here, you need to see what's outside.
Fine. Acolytes, Sister Amy has something she wants us all to see.
Oh, yeah. No, this is so good.
So, what is it we're supposed to see?
Oh, man.
Oh, shit. That art is fucking awesome.
Yeah, they've been holding on to that.
Damn, we only get it for that one shot. Damn.
It's the Reaper. His worship. He's finally here for us.
Hi, my name's Gary.
Day.
Please, your worship, take me first. I am ready to die. It will be an honor to die at your hands, your worship.
Enough!
Oh shit.
It can't be.
I'm just some guy.
I'm very sorry to disappoint, but you've all been worshipping a doctor in disguise.
How can it be? Everyone dies when you're near.
My name is Dr. Aquino. I developed a cure for green lung by studying those who have died from it. This outfit was only intended to scare people away. I had no idea it would have such an effect on
Incredible.
I saw you. You were bent over Wilson's body. He had just died. You took his arm.
Yes, I remember you. You stared at me, and I was afraid you would approach. I am sorry for the trickery. I had no idea this would happen.
So what do we do now? I was ready to die with you, you imposter! Just kill me! Kill me now!
Everyone, just stop. Don't you get it? He has a cure for green lung. Nobody has to die anymore. Nobody.
She speaks the truth. All I need to cure everyone are my research notes from Tiberius's tower.
We need help sneaking inside. If you can help us distract the guards, we can do it and get what we need.
If we distract the guards, we'll probably die there. How can you tell us we have hope to survive by doing the most dangerous thing possible?
10 minutes.
5 minutes ago.
Oh!
Why not die helping your families, your town, yourselves?
Jess, you've led all these people to believe that there's something better after death, and that there's
Now
a
that you
promise
know that that isn't true, just die. Die immediately for us, please. Pretty please. Like,
I'll do it.
Wonderful. We'll meet at the Ministry of Energy this evening. We'll do all we can to keep you safe. Amy, I'll see you once you've gotten my
oh
research.
my god.
count on it. Thank you all.
This
I'll see you
is,
tonight.
I mean, this is actually the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It
This is it. This is number
wild.
one. Like, everything is less funny than that
Hilarious.
moment. Like, I'm not laughing as hard as I have at other things that I have said, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. But let me explain to you why this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Because there's a kind of set of game mechanics and storytelling that this game does, which is that it's too rational. You know what I mean? Sean, are you familiar with rational lit?
No, I don't know that.
I recently learned the term for it, but I'm sure it's something you're familiar with. It's the idea that often in stories, characters make decisions that will put them in interesting situations, but are the most irrational, stupid shit that you can imagine them doing. They're rarely making a consistently intellectually gainful point or gainful decision. They are just doing what will make the thing that the author thought would be cool to happen.
Right, sure.
And so there's this push to do rational lit. Hey, if I'm going to write a cool fantasy world or cool
I
sci-fi
see this
world,
a lot around like horror movies, right? Like, why can't I watch a horror movie where like the characters behave in a way that I think makes sense for them to behave?
Exactly. And which is why I think that the speaking of thing of the horror movie Cabin in the Woods and Barbarian are really fucking good examples of rationality in action. Kind of. But so this game thus far keeps doing this thing where my character goes, "My god, I really need to get some salt to save my friend." And then you go to someone and say, "Do you know where I can find salt?" And they go, "Yeah, the salt flats over there." And you go there and you get the salt and you bring it back and they go, "Thank you for bringing me this salt." And it's a little too basic. It's like, I know Denby uses chalk a lot. And that's how we go get chalk is we just talk to Denby, right? There's just like these things that happen that are a little bit too obvious. And it's been fucking with us gameplay-wise. And I feel like the story moment, in any other story, what would have happened is our character would have been like, all right, but they believe that you're a deity. We need to convince them that this is their moment. That like, and it would have been world building for them to just show how devastated they are and that they just want to die, but they need a reason to do it.
Right. Yes.
But instead,
I 100% like I imagined that he was gonna fly down and just sort of stand ominously behind you, so that like it could indicate that he's like supporting this whole idea.
Yeah.
Instead, he pulls his mask off, right?
Hey, I'm Dr. Aquino. I've been duping you. What? What should I do? Kill me. Hold that thought. Can you please distract these people? What the fuck? But you're an imposter. But hear me out. You could die right now. You want that, don't you? And then the person goes, yes, I'll do it. And he, without hesitation, wonderful. God, he fucking flies away. Yeah. Bye-bye. Okay, you're gonna die. Bye-bye. And he's just fucking eats himself up into the air. Oh, I'm going to this train in Spain over here, man.
So you're back.
I'm gonna run right past. I'm gonna pet the cat.
Hell yes.
All right, I'm going in. I'm
Most
going
important.
in. Did they account for the cat? Get in there. Oh my god.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Why not?
No, are you kidding me? That's the only good idea.
It's the best idea that my character has had all week.
I don't need any notepaper. Messing around with this record player isn't my highest priority right now.
Maybe it should be.
Hey, Waffles the dog. What a good dog. Thanks for the gift in 5, baby. Happy Monday.
Excuse me.
What?
What? Is there underground access to the Ministry of Energy?
Do you know if there's underground access to the Ministry of Energy?
I have no idea. Why
One
would
of
I
the
know
subway
that?
lines ran right underneath the tower.
See,
You're
like,
not planning on sneaking in there, are you?
yes.
I am, actually.
Yeah, look, we just say yes.
It's a long story, but I need to get something from inside, and I can't go through the front door.
Huh. Well, I'm not gonna ask any questions, but if you're set on it, give me a second.
This is what I mean, is that, like, people are just like, look,
I know, it's incredible.
here's the information.
But my thing is that, like, people aren't rational.
Here you go. It's not to scale, but if you follow
Like-
this map, it should take you to where you
It's
want to go.
not. Oh, okay, okay.
I hope you know what you're doing.
I'll just be on my way.
Alrighty.
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 It's crudely drawn, but
Okay, all right. I'll take it.
There's, this reminds me of, like, when people are writing their initial stories, they don't have enough conflict. And it always feels bad. If you create a character you really like, you want to put them through some shit. And then when they try to fix it, it needs to get worse for them. That feels bad to do. You're torturing a character that you like. I made this character. This is my child in a way.
Totally.
But when you read something that has no obstacles, you feel it. And I am feeling a certain degree of obstacle-lessness. Do you know how to get to the Ministry of Energy? Yes.
Here's a map.
Yeah. It's not to scale, but it'll do the job. Thanks. And I can't even visit her anymore.
It does feel like so this is interesting because this is sort of the Toonstruck problem, right? Where the beginning of the game has been designed to hell and tested to hell and like plays really good and feels really good.
Yeah.
Is funny and clever and well written. And as the game goes on, the sort of like time and resources devoted to each section of the game gets less and less and less until at the end it devolves into just sort of like a mess of nonsense.
Yeah.
But this has been structured in such a way that like as those resources get less and less towards the end of the game, instead of becoming incomprehensible, they're just sort of stripping away content, really. Like, we want to get through the rest of the story and bring this to a satisfying conclusion. We don't have the time and resources to, like, make that as meaty as the earlier parts of the game. So we're just going to sort of, like, walk through it.
Yeah, and to a certain degree, I actually prefer this to the, like, you have access to 14 islands, each of which have 20 screens. You have 1,000 things in your inventory. Figure out how to end this fucker. Like, this is because there's also that anticipation, like what happens in the story, and it's just delivering it to us fast.
Totally.
Oh, really? Really? The map? You just don't think she'd be interested in the map to the underground? Do I need to talk to her?
What is it, Amy?
All right.
I've got everything we
Okay.
need to assault Tiberius's tower.
Amazing.
Absolutely sure.
Positive. The Reaper cultists will provide the distraction we need, and I've got a map showing how to access the tower from underground.
Excellent. We have no time to lose. Bruce, go get Amy those bolts from the weapons cache. She'll need as many as we can spare.
I really hope you know what you're doing.
You know
he's a traitor, isn't he? Like, I feel like he's gonna...
He doesn't fully understand the importance of this opportunity.
He doesn't have a hat.
Soon, the aristocracy will be remembered as nothing more than a bad dream.
Here, this should be enough to keep you safe.
Thanks.
Good. Bruce, you'll lead the ambush team. Amy and I will follow her map and enter the tower from below. Once the distraction is in place, I want you to unleash hell. The aristocracy.
I think he's gonna backstab us.
Sting of our blades.
Don't worry, we'll have you covered.
Good luck to you. I look forward to celebrating our victory.
Likewise.
Here, according to the map, we should be right underneath the tower.
I can't see any way to get inside.
There has to be. I'll
Like,
have a look around.
The panel in the roof?
I can't reach it. There has to be a way to get up there.
Oh, dude, Sean, I thought this was a statue.
I kind of did too. It looks a little bit like that.
Take too long.
All right, so we're gonna bring in a train, huh? Can I go forward? Can I go back? No.
There isn't much I can do with it.
Is there anything you can do with it? Because that's we only really need the one thing.
Do not walk on. I hardly think. I can't reach it from down here.
Oh no! If only we had a crossbow.
Oh!
Why is it designed like that?
This is the third button I've shot with an arrow in this game. Like, it's dude. I actually realized that in the I actually think we're only gonna make back requests when we're in our 60s and 70s and we fucking retired.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
But like, I think that a good idea for backer quest is a consistent mechanic that's stupid that we use a lot, right? Because we joked about the ship rib fixed all the problems in Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, but the idea of like anytime there's a button, you shoot it with a gun, and like this isn't explained anywhere, but any button, like if you try to push it with your finger, it's just like the button's too stiff, it won't budge. Like, and that's what is said with every button, and you always shoot it. Oh.
Are you ready?
Yes. Head up and see where the trapdoor leads. I'll radio Bruce and make sure everyone is in position.
Right.
Nobody 76 is. Does she turn on her TV with her crossbow?
The Reaper is near. Soon this life will be but a memory, and the spoils of the Promised Land will be everyone's for the taking.
You can tell he doesn't believe what he's saying because he knows now.
Now he knows. It's ruined him.
Oh, yeah. Have you come to join in adoration, my Desper?
Now, this is private property. You'll need to take your celebrations somewhere else.
But, brother, our mission is to spread the word of the Reaper across the land.
Oh man, that is amazing demonstrating.
Disperse at once.
The wiggles.
All right. Oh, here comes the ambush team of 3.
Exactly.
Where are you?
Oh, we got more.
What the?
Amazing.
Sounds like some kind of commotion outside. Come on, we'd better check it out.
I'm here.
We should definitely leave our post for this.
Wow, that was close with the timing. That was an extremely close call.
Inside the belly of the beast at last.
Last.
Disgusting. We'll have much to change when we come into power. Right. Enough dawdling. We need to get moving. Lead the way, Amy.
Oh my god, I can't wait to meet.
I can't wait to meet our friend. I've been waiting for you, Amy.
Like a fucking absolutely
Come on, the
British
elevator this way.
Bane, man.
Jesus.
We're getting through that elevator. I suggest you surrender now. Fine. We'll do this the hard way.
All right, did she learn her sword fighting?
No.
Make an insult about his looks.
Yeah. Shoot him with a crossbow. No, you're kidding.
Oh, we shot him in the dick, and then she stabbed his heart. Oh my god, I don't believe it. He was a tough one. We shot him in the dick, like we all saw it. Oh my god. All right, well.
There's nothing I can do for him.
Well, I mean,
like, so true to this game. She
Holy
did not
shit.
need to cut off his head. Like, this game did not need to decapitate that dude. It's just a little bit extra around the violence in a way
Dude,
that's not totally supported by the aesthetics of the rest of the game.
I know, it's so funny. Like, we're not even looking at each other or the body right now. Like, I can't even believe.
So wild.
It's absolutely out of control, man. It just escalated. Pyros Gang says the old ultra violence. Yeah, let me hit the button.
Dr. Aquino said the research was kept on the 36th floor, so that's our next stop.
After you.
After you? Why not have manners after we've decapitated a man who his death sequence did begin with
his mouth open in shock.
Yeah. Shock and pain. Before he could scream, his head was gone.
I've been scared too much in my life, Amy. So has everyone else. It's why we're in this situation.
We could die with Amy.
Maybe, but my last moments will be spent ridding the world of tyranny.
If anything happens, I have this car I'm fixing. Could you make sure my friend Gordon gets it?
Of course. In the event of my passing, return my hat to Bruce. Our mother will need to know.
Sure.
Our mother? Are they
Bruce? Wait.
Are they brother and sister?
That changes a lot.
That substantively changes. Maybe he's not going to betray us.
Looking for over there?
Yes, but when I saw it at Dr. Aquino's, it was being guarded.
Something about this doesn't feel right. See what you can find. I'll cover you from here.
Wouldn't it be amazing if we were designed to get caught and that's how the game ends? Oh, baby. Long live the aristocracy. Oh, we got some...
go back to prison.
Got some to what is it? It's like rock hard. Wait,
rock hard prison, yeah.
No, I remember. Oh fuck! No, I remember. It was rock wall. That's what it was. It was like two very simple things. I think that rock hard prison is not the name of it. Well, you're gonna live a tough sentence, spending 10 years at rock hard. Oh my god, that's so funny.
No!
What's the matter?
There's nothing here. Dr. Aquino's notebook is gone.
No, that can't be. It can't just have vanished. Tiberius must have taken it somewhere else. We'll find him and we'll make him tell us where it is. Come on, we've just got a few floors left to go.
I can't reach it.
Wait, what does that mean? We have a few floors left. Oh, because he's at the top?
Unfortunately, now
I mean, I feel like I'm gonna shoot these busts.
I can't just go around shooting everything.
No, you don't. You don't need to consider fucking shit for him.
Can you climb up the ladder?
No, it doesn't look like. Let me see if there's a specific book. Now, this is something that a lot of old adventure games had, where like this book, if you hovered over, was actually the key. There's like a secret book here, third from the left. It looks like no.
It hasn't got much except a reset button. No need to press it. I have a more press. All right, let's keep heading up.
Really?
Right behind you. Don't worry, Leigh. We're almost there. I can't wait to see the look on Tiberius's face when...
Hello.
Damn, the elevator.
It's good to see you.
Where we are. We've got to get out of here. We're sitting ducks.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
I'm gonna try and pry the door open. Maybe we can escape that way.
If anyone comes near, shoot him in the dick.
I can't quite.
She tried so hard.
Excellent. We can climb up to the next floor and figure out a way to keep going from there.
Whoa. Wait.
But we couldn't reach
if you
it before.
Could jump
we couldn't
up
reach it.
Yeah, right. What the heck?
More guards? Just what is Tiberius afraid of? No matter.
Danton, wait!
Stand
Don't
down,
wait.
wicked
Hold on.
scum.
There's a conspicuous circle on the ground.
I don't want to risk hitting Danton.
Please.
There has to be a better. Damn, the bolt just bounced off.
The string. You gotta hit the string at the top.
Oh. That's right. Pixel hunting. Oh, they both died in the exact same way.
Father proud.
All right, so now
They
here's the
turned
thing.
into mannequins. They turned into puppets.
Before I began streaming today, Ghost Stalker messaged me, as Ghost Stalker often does, to say, you know, hey, little reminder about this, you know, X, Y, Z. And Ghost Stalker left a very cryptic suggestion, where Ghosty said, can I ask you to save at a very specific moment in your gameplay? And this is it. This is that specific save.
We're doing it.
So,
What a mess.
oh my god, that's the most sociopathic thing you can say when you've killed 2 people. What a mess. Alright, so...
I better not mess with it.
then why are we here?
We're very close, Amy.
Keep it up? What do you mean keep it up? Do I just get back into the elevator?
The elevator is...
No, like mess with the panel.
Alright.
Okay, shouldn't be much further now.
All
Are
right.
you ready?
Just 1 second. I need to check in with Bruce. Bruce, come in, Bruce. Do you copy? There's a lot of dead down there. Hard to tell from up here, but I think they're mostly
What is
clones.
going on?
We need to move. They'll be coming for us. Come on, let's go.
What? Who are?
Where is
Oh my God.
Tiberius? And where is he keeping the green lung research?
You're Danton.
At your service. I won't ask politely again. Where is Tiberius and where is he keeping the research?
He's up those stairs. He has the research with him. He was planning on using it as a bargaining chip. But please, have mercy.
Uh-oh.
Tiberius is not well. He believes things are not as they are.
What are you talking about?
I took advantage of his weaknesses. I have not been honest with him about my abilities.
A fraud psychic. How original.
No, I'm a super
How
duper psychic.
original.
Proud of what I have done. Please, I beg of you, spare my life. I promise to atone for my mistakes. But I implore you, be gentle with Tiberius. He doesn't understand the truth.
This guy's a real piece of work.
He's
what
dead.
do you think, Amy? Should we spare him?
No!
Oh,
His
shit.
lies have only warped Tiberius further.
Hold on,
Dead
this is
deserve
great
justice.
call on the save,
Wise
Ghosty.
decision.
Yeah.
Please.
Shoot him in the dick. Oh, tummy time.
Come on.
All right.
Don't need to wipe off that blade. Just put it back in the sheath.
We aren't in any danger. The rebels will be defeated. Soon things will go back to exactly as they were. It will be as though none of this ever happened.
He's talking to his vat of brown liquid.
Yeah.
Tiberius, your time is nearly over.
Ah, you must be the elusive Danton. And Miss Weller, you're still alive.
No thanks to you.
Esteemed guests, how lovely of you to break into my home. What is it you want?
That is
We're
pretty good.
bringing
I do
an
like
end to
that
your
line.
reign, Tiberius. This all ends right here, right now.
How cute of you! Do you think you can waltz in here and fix this city's problems simply by killing me?
It's a start.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Do you really think the
Oh,
aristocracy
damn.
will end with me, that it cannot function on its own?
A government has no strength without its head. I'm taking over.
This is
And how do you intend to do
this is Elon Musk talking to the Twitter engineers he laid off.
I will wear your mask and clothes. I will become the
Wait,
new
what?
Tiberius.
That's
Then
the
I will bring
plan?
down the aristocracy from the inside.
How delightfully idealistic! Tell me, how much blood will stain your hands in pursuit of this goal?
Less than yours.
Well, I'm killing both of
If
them.
you do manage to bring about this change you so desire, how will you handle the plague or outside forces who wish to attack?
green lung won't be a problem for much longer. We know you've got the research to mass produce a cure. Your old friend, Dr. Aquino.
We're the idiots explaining our plan.
We are doing that, that's true.
Yes, he's the Reaper.
Oh my god, you idiot.
Wow, you didn't need to say that.
She didn't just zip it, dude.
I think this little charade has gone on long enough.
You said charade.
I couldn't agree more.
No, watch where you...
Oh, it's the baby.
Watch where you fall?
My sweet, wonderful boy. How could you?
It's gonna show us pixel art of this, isn't it?
Oh
You
god.
detestable hag. Do you realize what you've done?
Don't zoom in on it. Everyone get ready.
Beautiful boy. My only son.
That thing is your son?
Detestable hag is a good one.
Detestable hag is pretty good.
Oh, the ravens
So
are
that's what
robots
the
as well.
soothsayer meant when he said, "Oh God."
We shouldn't
Do
have
you
killed him.
see, Tiberius?
Wait, what?
This is the real world. Your family is dead. The city is a mess. Your delusions hurt everyone around you. Amy, this is up to you. Set your sights on his heart.
Oh, I'm killing everyone on this run, for sure, 100%.
Go ahead, Amy. Finish him off. Put the pathetic creature out of his misery so we can rebuild.
Miss Willard, you cannot let her be in charge of a new government. She will ruin more than she will build.
That's also true.
If you spare
Will she? Wait, why is... I don't understand that.
old dear are taken care of. You'll want for nothing. Order must be maintained, but we can make things better. Slowly, peacefully.
Get into
Don't
the
listen to
jar,
any more of
Amy.
his lies, Amy. Only a flood can fix a drought.
Okay, that's
Oh,
not true. That's just not true.
That is not true. In fact, droughts tend to cause flooding because it's difficult for the water to get absorbed into very dry soil. You know what? I'm gonna do the endings the same way I do all dialogue. I'm gonna go top to bottom.
This will change nothing.
Oh wow, he died.
Good work, Amy. You chose well.
So what happens now?
We've got a lot ahead of us. It won't be easy. I'll dispose of him, then take the Reaper his research so he can get to work on the cure. From there, we'll figure out who is loyal to our cause and who isn't, and cut down those who oppose us. You did a good job here today, Amy. I thank you for your service.
Not a problem.
What I did it all.
Excuse
You were
me. I have
you
work to
were
do.
fucked without us, man. You have no idea how good I am with this crossbow.
You must be Dr. Aquino. Amy told me all about you.
And you must be Danton. I have to say I'm surprised to see you in Miss Willard's place. Is she all right?
Oh, she's fine. I just felt it was more suitable to return your research myself. After all, we'll be working together to produce this cure.
I only hope there are still people left alive to be cured once all is said and done.
More people live, thanks to me, than would ever flourish under the aristocracy.
Oh, I don't doubt you'll bring change to this city. I just question your methods.
The grass always questions the boulder that rolls quickly down the hill.
What?
But soon enough, you'll see how much we grow.
She's terrible at
It's a
analogies.
phenomenal fertilizer. I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty of it.
Maybe so, but in the end, we'll be free of the aristocracy.
We'll see what happens.
Violence, violence, violence.
Will be eradicated. Perhaps once the disease is taken care of, you might consider more diplomacy.
I'm not unreasonable. Our ultimate goal is a peaceful existence.
Then at least we can agree to a better future. I think we should part ways for now. There's lots of work to be done.
Good luck to you, Doctor. The Resistance thanks you for your service.
And doesn't question how you fly. Like what? Like this is crazy to me.
November 9th, 21 years since the bombs fell. Danton stuck Tiberius's head over the entrance of the Ministry of Medicine. People waiting in line
I
for their
thought
cures were
she
both
was gonna
amazed and
wear his
terrified.
clothes.
Yeah.
Her revolution against
Doesn't
the
that
ministries
defeat
had
the
many
whole
recruits
purpose?
who quickly went to their deaths. Sometimes I wonder if all this bloodshed was worth it. I've lost more
Whether
friends
you,
and
the
loved
player,
ones in
chose the
past
wrong
than
ending.
can
I
count.
wonder sometimes.
But at the same time, they met their ends with pride. They died with dignity. I suppose in this dusty, dying place, that's all you can really ask for.
Oh yeah. Chaos. Let chaos reign. All right, hold on. Let me.
Like, I understand what the game is sort of hinting at conceptually, but I don't understand in a practical sense, like what is the terrible choice that we have made? Like, what is the violence that Danton is going to rain down? I mean, that's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. We just said that we've seen more people killed in the last year because they stood up to Danton? Like, is that the implication? That, like, she killed some of our friends because they weren't rebellious enough? Like, I just don't understand.
Dude. Like, okay, so I it's so funny.
Okay.
It's so funny to, like, try to talk over an ending song that has lyrics.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna see what happens if I hit escape. Can I hit period? Alright, let me... I've hit every single button.
Okay, all the buttons.
Alright, we need to watch this to the very end.
King's Quest VI did have the best video game soundtrack of all time, so...
Dude. Alright, I literally cannot think while this guy's singing, so I'm gonna turn him, like, way the hell down. That was tough. That was tough. Okay, so... I have experienced this problem a lot in way older games, where... there is a world that is in conflict. And there are opposing sides and factions in the world, and you, the protagonist, are influencing that and going through a story. And unless you have a huge amount of time, it's really hard to accomplish, one, introducing you to all the politics of the area, two, making your character actually feel realized, three, making you feel like you actually have meaningful influence over all of these things. And I feel like that ending was a little bit surprising to me, that as it turned out, in the end, there's a factional decision. Do you want to help the aristocracy, or do you want to help the rebellion, or do you want neither? The game was presented much more as the personal story of Amy Weller.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Tween module. What's the tween module?
It is a tool for making it easy to move things like animations smoothly from point A to point B.
Oh, fuck.
Tweening.
Tween. Oh, I have only heard it used in the context of marketing, where it is someone that is
like
younger than a teenager. Yeah,
right.
Tween. Like, whereas a tween module, I'm like, none of this game should be given to someone younger than a teenager.
This is not a tween game.
When you use the tween module, does she not shoot the man in the dick at the end? She simply knocks him out. Oh, man. You got so many thanks. Dude. I mean, I kind of enjoyed playing through this game. It had the rare property of that we generally were plugging along. I don't think there was a single day where we made no progress, which is something that happened a lot in previous games. Now, I will note that I'm less patient now because, you know.
Oh, look, it's me. I'm on there.
Oh, shit, I didn't realize you, for playing, was in this. Bonus content unlocked in menu. And then it pans up. You'll never get there, though. We disabled keyboard inputs. Try to hit a button.
Yeah, I mean, that was good. It definitely had some weirdness to it.
Oh, it's fucking weird as shit. It's great. I love the weirdness. I love the artifice. All right, hold on. All right.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, we're gonna let this guy live, and then I'm gonna shoot Danton.
Okay, just one sec. Bruce, come in, Bruce. Do you copy?
Yeah, there you go.
There's a lot of dead down there. Hard to tell from up here, but I think
It's so
they're
funny to
mostly
know
guards.
what her
We
plan
need
is
to
now.
move. They'll be coming. Come on.
Come on, come on. Okay, can I put my arm here? Is that okay?
What?
Sleep on
Who
it.
are
Where is Tiberius?
you?
Thaddeus.
He. But please, Tiberius.
What are you?
Please, but I am.
This guy. What do you?
Yes, we spent many
This
years
guy.
advising Tiberius. He might be of some use to us.
Very well. Leave now.
Thank you.
Nice. Okay.
But like, don't
Almost done.
go far,
'Cause-
right?
Do not fret. We aren't in any danger. The rebels will be soon.
All right.
I love you too.
I love you too, son. I mean, I do that shit to my cats. I'm like, yeah, I
Your
love you
time is
too.
nearly over.
And
No.
is
Where?
All right.
do you?
It's.
Do we have to do the whole sword fight? Yep. Okay.
You detestable hag!
Tell me. And
Ah.
Yeah, the audio work just generally in this game is impressive.
no.
Like,
What were you?
just the amount of it and the attention to
My
detail.
sweet, wonderful boy.
I wanted to hear
How could you?
You're
detestable
muted.
hag.
You're muted, Sean. I can't hear you.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Do you realize what you've done? Oh, my beautiful boy.
Detestable hag is just such. Oh.
It is really.
Amy. Go ahead, Amy. Finish him off.
Miss, what if you still want?
Don't listen.
Don't.
No! No! This can't be. You've doomed us all.
Very good, Miss Willett.
Super
Damn.
duper.
Now, there is just one last loose end to tie up. I cannot allow you to take those research notes. Allowing them outside the control of the aristocracy.
Oh
is
my
out of
God.
the question.
Are you planning to develop a permanent cure?
Given current events, it would be foolish not to. In any case,
What?
man of my word, you will receive a dose of the cure as soon as it is available, as well as provided a new home with access to clean water and food. All this, of course, in exchange for your silence. You are not to tell anyone about what you have discovered. Settling any public unrest is already going to be a difficult task. Understand that violation of this agreement will have swift and dire consequences. Do I make myself clear?
Do I mean?
I hope you know what you're doing, Tiberius.
What?
I hope I know what I'm doing. I'm crazy.
What? That ending doesn't make any fucking sense
It
to
does.
me.
It's amazing.
You've never looked better.
Julian, I must say I'm surprised to see you. Does this mean Miss Willard?
She's quite all right. In fact, I would argue she's never been better. She's decided to take up my offer of working as a government mechanic.
I see.
As part of the deal, I am to offer amnesty to her friends and loved ones.
Consider yourself
No position at the
amnestied.
Ministry of Medicine is available.
So I see.
Choose to return to
It wasn't. It's not clear to me up front, but ultimately the choice between the first two and the second, or the first and the second choices are.
change of heart. Your research will be used to mass produce a cure. There are other ways to maintain order.
So you want me to work for you again, but you'll produce the cure no matter what?
Correct.
No.
I see. Is that your final word?
You've set fire to this country too many times under my watch, Julian. I'm done. There are other cities out there, other countries. I'll find my place in one.
All right, so we found another bad ending.
Julian,
I hope that the Steam achievement also says chaos, because it said chaos when we unlocked that last one.
Did it really?
21 years.
I think
since
this
the
is
fell,
law.
And we finally have a cure for Green Lung.
It's the exact
or
same.
order. This is
Celebrated in the
order.
streets for days. I've never seen such a desperate line with so many tears being shed. But Tiberius wasn't lying. Now food, water, and housing are even harder to come by. Despite this, I still hear whispers about glorious Tiberius, who saved us all from Green Lung.
And still wears a stupid mask.
My friends and I are taken care of, but everything has changed. We sit down to dinner together and just stare at the food. We don't know what to do with it, how to feel about it. We eat in silence. We try to forget how we earned our place.
Yeah,
At
this
night,
is...
I pray Dad is still proud of me and the choices I made.
Damn.
Order, nice. Now this is where this is exactly how I'll sound after I do a sponsorship for Raid Shadow Legends. I sit in silence, wondering if I earned the place. And it was a fever dream ending. Yeah, dude, like it feels like all the character development and information I needed to glean was presented to me within the last 5 minutes.
Or not, or like not presented. Like ultimately, it feels like these first two options are both like we're gonna produce the cure. Green lung is the thing of the past. One is, you know, do we sort of take down the government and all of Amy's friends, personal friends, die, or does she support the government and let and her like family, her community thrives at the expense of, I guess, other people?
Yeah, like food, water, and housing, difficult to come by, but we're getting food every night.
Right. So we become part of the aristocracy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious what the third option is, and it's weird to me that the game just sort of like I'm not always in favor of the thing where there are two options and they're both bad, and then if you play through the secret extra part of the game, then you unlock the third best option. But this feels a little flat to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm curious to see what the third option does, but it sort of feels like here's two bad options and also a third option that's better.
Yeah, I want the option to shoot the baby. That's what I want. Just like we just shoot the baby again, and both of them are like, Jesus, Amy, holy shit! Like that's the option that I think is really missing there. Yeah, like yeah, okay. So like it's funny because this type of ending gives me an insane amount of nostalgia, where out of nowhere at the end of the game I am asked to make an enormous choice that I did not see coming and that was not contextualized. Right. It feels like
yes. Remember when games were all about that,
dude? Oh my god, it was such a thing. Like, you would have a game that was like a Contra knockoff. So you had just been told who you were in the loading screen of the entire game, and then you were doing nothing but shooting a gun and dodging bullets. And then at the end it'd be like, all right, let's make a choice. I'd be like, what? I've just been dodging and shooting a gun for an hour and a half. What do you mean make a choice? Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild.
General T says, well, Myst does that. See, Myst is an example of a game that I think contextualizes it well, because you have two characters that are literally colorized differently. One is blue and one is red, and one is blue and one is red, and they're constantly talking shit on each other throughout the entire game. And so, and also the game at the very start presents that there's a conflict between these two, and they're like really the only two characters that are in the game. This had like a world and all these different characters. Oh, look, we got two little tummies here.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Hello. How you doing? Oh, yeah. Bonus content unlocked in the menu.
Extremely good.
The only piece of the menu I need is the load button. It's time to go back to the simple save.
Can we look in options and see like if there's bonus content there? Like what is it?
Peek. You know, I'm always a little... How do I even articulate what I'm trying to say? Let me stew a little bit, and then I have potentially
sure.
a point. But let's go to options.
Bonus content.
Commentary mode. I'm Francisco Gonzalez,
Oh,
the game's
interesting.
writer and designer. I want to start off by saying thank you
Interesting.
for buying and playing the game. Of course, if you didn't buy it, shame on you. And if you haven't finished playing it, you probably should, because this commentary is going to be full of spoilers. You'll notice that some new buttons have appeared on the screen. In addition to the regular commentary pausing the game occasionally, you can also choose specific commentaries with these buttons. A is for the art commentary with Ben Chandler. P is the producer commentary with Dave Gilbert. D is the designer commentary with me. And M is the music commentary with Nathaniel Chambers, the game's composer. So sit
Holy
back,
shit.
relax, play the game, enjoy the commentary, and thanks again.
Holy shit.
I really enjoy it when games make it a point to throw you into the world right away, which is something I wanted to do with Shardlight. I asked Ben to make the Wajidai logo green and glowy to keep consistent with the game's logo, and I knew I wanted the menu screen to be something related to the world as well. Despite the fact that you're playing a game, I think the first screen you can interact with should be immersive, so I came up with the idea of having these hanging shards serve as the menu. It took a bit of tweaking, since at first I wanted to have it be as minimalistic as possible without the game's title or any words on the shards, but after conferring with Dave, we settled on having the words fade in and out so they would be as non-intrusive as possible. The game's intro was also something that was tweaked quite a bit. My original idea was to have still images with voiceover explaining how the world came to be the way it is, but in the end I figured having something more simple would do the job, especially since players probably wouldn't appreciate a super long info dump right at the start of the game.
Well, let's be honest. I fucking read Ready Player One. I'm a big fan of info dumps, man. Bring it on. It's not a big deal. Oh, this is fucking rad.
Hi
This
there,
is cool.
I'm Nathaniel Chambers. I did the music, sound effects, voiceover processing, and recording for Shardlight. Also, Al Gonzalez did the guitar performances, or most of them, in Shardlight, and I'll have him come in as well and do some talks.
Cool.
All right, let's hear from Dave Gilbert. Now, Dave Gilbert is of Wajidai fame. They're the company
Producer.
that, like, if you like point-and-click adventure games, you just buy their whole library.
Hi, this
You
is
do,
Dave
yeah.
Gilbert. I guess my title would be the producer of Shardlight. This was the first game that we have done internally that wasn't actually written by me. It was designed, written, and coded by full-time staff that I hired. That would be Francisco Gonzalez and Ben Chandler. And I sort of oversaw the whole project, kind of in an advisory capacity, really being an executive meddler. So I'm going to be talking about that as we go on.
All right.
Hello,
Amazing.
I'm Ben Chandler, and I'm going to talk about the art of Shardlight and reveal some of the ideas that went into the creation of this world, which sounds boring but is actually very cool, so well done for clicking this. Enjoy the game.
Nice. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, wait. Let me turn this off. And then
Yeah,
let me-
what is the bonus? Wait, well, hold on. What is the bonus content button?
Oh.
Oh.
Dude, I really like when concept art is not overdone. Like,
yeah,
like
right.
these stairs are not super.
It's the stairs.
Yeah, they're the stairs. They spiral up, and just blocking out the shapes is really nice. You know, like
totally.
This is really
Yeah.
evocative. You just some fucking candles and fire. Like, this is not ridiculously polished up. Yeah, like this is amazing. All right, like.
Whoa.
What?
I want to see the next picture again.
Oh, wait, yeah. No, I wanted to see if there's a progression of this chamber, because I really like the iteration on this.
Yeah, it's cool. What?
It's got a green lung. Literally, you can't tell me that guy's lungs aren't
literally-
green. Although, it does look like he drank way too much fucking Mountain Dew and, like, fell over and just like, whoa, I spilled it.
That's wild that is the concept for what Green Lung was. You literally get, like, glowy lungs.
Oh, yeah.
I think we needed more propaganda posters.
Oh, yeah. Were these around there?
I don't remember seeing them.
Yeah.
Whoa.
These are fucking sweet.
They are. Wild. Amy actually hates children?
That sounded like I'm a... Sounds like a good man. Sorry, excuse me? Hello, man. A man. Okay. Woo, all right.
Well, you're pretty brave, Tina. You little shit. Okay.
They didn't manage to get very far before being discovered and quelled by the aristocracy. Sugar bombs, God, that's it. Golly. Okay.
Aristocracy.
Best word ever. I would like to change that.
These are awesome.
Amazing.
Okay.
Central storage is located to the left of the administrative cafeteria. That's where you're going next. I bet there's something important in there.
I was looking for solids. Last year, I lost my entire family to green lung. I was devastated, Doctor. One day, I was walking through the market district, and like you happened to speak to...
All right, that's okay. Back to business.
The store is located in the quarantine zone. Dun dun.
This is good.
Oh.
Coffee. That comes with the Ministry of Medicine. We provide all coffee services as they can be enjoyed. That is the way in which one will be able to cure the plague. Nope, nope, nope. You're not allowed to have any. Double espresso shall be provided only to members of the intergovernment.
Would we be able to find one or more in the city? Maybe at Radio Shack or something? Sorry, the Shack.
The Shack.
What did you mean when you said I should shut up?
What? What? That was great.
What did you mean by telling me to shut the fuck up? Oh my god.
Sputum, yeah. Sputum. Look for green. Sputum. Just like that. Sputum. Look for green. Sputum. Mr. Black.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Marvelous. Fantastic. Fucking A.
Hey, what are we doing? Oh. Oh. Sorry, we have a cat in the tubes. Don't mind me.
Ah, yes.
I was just excited to use the word trollop. Trollop!
What is it, Amy? What is it, Amy? Yes, what is it?
Yeah, that would be a good text reminder. Like, have my alarm. All right, hold on. We got.
Oh, very good. Very, very good.
I'm doing the specific save. Oh my god.
Here's the question, like,
okay,
just
what did killing the soothsayer guy do anything? Did that change things at all?
I don't know.
Maybe it will in the third option.
What?
Like, he knows where the bodies are buried, and so if you're gonna kill both of them, you should spare him. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Plausibly.
Come on.
Come on, we're almost done here. All right, let's fucking kill this guy. All right, let's fucking kill this guy. You detestable hag!
It's really good.
Do you? By what? I will then.
Tell me.
Tell me.
And if you do manage.
All right, I'm trying to skip as fast as I can.
Yes.
I know you are.
General idea says that is the worst kind of hag. All right.
You detestable hag!
That
I just skip it.
Hold your tongue.
I'll feed you to the ravens that are all robotic. Shoot.
Listen, if you still
don't.
God, I can't wait to see how this plays out.
This will change nothing.
Good work, Amy. You made the right. Wait, what are you doing?
Saving our country. I'm sorry it had to end this way. For both of you.
Wow, she literally collapsed onto the baby.
So, I got your research.
Indeed, and so much more. That was quite the impressive display.
So, what
I was watching this time.
At the very least, we cure green lung. After that, I have no idea.
There's still the other aristocrats to deal with.
Yes, and the question of who will govern the people.
Please stop looking at me like that. I am no leader.
Consider what you've done in the past few weeks. How quickly you've risen. The city needs someone like you, Amy.
I'll do it, but on one condition. I want you to rule with me.
Oh?
Sure. You have connections in the other ministries.
What?
Help me take Tiberius's place and convince the remaining aristocrats to form a better government.
Anyone who disagrees will be shot in the dick.
Are you sure that's what the people will want?
The people want their lives back. I think we can deliver that.
Interesting. I think it will take a lot of work, but we can definitely build a better future for this city. Which reminds me.
What's this?
A carburetor and spark plugs, designed to fit an older model vehicle. They were just laying around.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lead as my first thing. I'm gonna fix this car.
We both have a lot of work to do. I should have the cure ready in a few days. I'd be honored if you were my first patient.
It would be my pleasure.
Take care of yourself, Amy.
What?
Fucking awesome. Caw! That's awesome.
21 years since the bombs fell. Growing up, I thought my biggest headache would be gas leaks and carburetors. Now I worry about national food supplies.
Amazing.
Still, it was worth seeing the party in the streets when Greenlung was finally cured. Dr. Aquino is confident our industry will be back in the next 5 years at this rate.
Wow, that quickly.
So.
Oh, yeah. He's
Sometimes
proposed
there's
quantitative
no
easing. Yeah,
it's like stop for a chat with my friends. But at least now, when I look out over the market, I can see them all smiling back at me.
Free will.
Well, I mean, that was unambiguously the right thing to do.
There it is. Anyone who wants to control deserves to be shot. I gotta say, my favorite thing about Amy Wellard as a leader is that you know if she needs to shoot someone with a crossbow and murder them, that she will sleep just fine. You know for a fact. She literally shot that guy in the throat, then shot Danton in the throat, didn't clean anything up, and just went to the roof. Hey, I was thinking we should rule together, yeah? Oh my god, car parts? Thank you, that's like really nice. Anyways, everyone smiles at me when I go to the market. Like, literally, she does not remember that she did that now that it's gone.
I think maybe my favorite part of this game is that if you murder the Tiberius, then like Danton's speech to you before she goes out on the balcony or whatever. If you kill them both, first you shoot him, she starts doing the exact thing that she would be doing while you start reloading.
Yeah, I know, the reloading the crossbow is so funny, especially because she needs to bend all the way over. She needs to step her 2 little feet in the crossbow arm, and she needs to... And you can like hear it cranking. It's so slow. I mean, the only thing that would be funnier is if she had a musket, right? And she had to like put the tube upright and like do this with the thing. And then Danton's dialogue would have had to be like, wait, what are you doing? Where are you filling that musket round? Everything's okay. What are you doing? You don't need to fill it up. Fucking bang. Oh my god, it was so funny.
Oh, wow. Yeah, incredible.
Man. Wow. That was fucking awesome.
That was really good. Yay, Shardlight.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the I mean, I'm so fascinated by point and click adventure games, not just because I enjoy playing them, but because like the ambition of a lot of like point and click adventure game creators compared to what they can actually execute on the budget and how they try to like reconcile that is like always so fascinating. Like I remember like Gemini Rue had an absolutely out of control ambitious scope and like this like gunfighting mechanic and like the the different characters. I mean the voice acting in this game was actually pretty remarkably high quality.
Yeah, it really was.
Man, like the most difficult part of the game is that the solutions were often so intuitive we discounted them immediately.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Wow, I can't. Yeah, no. Jess 9000 says, "Man, I wish Leigh could have been here for this." Oh, dude, Leigh would have had a great time. Urgh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Imogen Heap is being thanked, as well as Middleton.
Yeah. Milton.
Mom and Dad, both sets. Yeah.
Good stuff. Wow. That was the game.
This is the game. You know, this reminds me of a thread that I recently saw from Dave Gilbert where he talked about, I think it was Scott in one of a special thanks to, and it just says Scott, that when he was like just starting off and like didn't have any money, he didn't have the internet, so he'd go to this coffee shop and try to find free wireless. And if he sat in the far back of the coffee shop, there was some modem called Scott, that or some Wi-Fi router,
like a and
named Scott that he was able to connect to, and it was good enough for him to actually have reasonably strong internet, but it would only work at that back table. So Dave Gilbert would like wake up early and like run to the coffee shop just to like reserve that table. And he said that he would like upload all of his final builds for like Steam release and like do all his like business meetings and all of his work there in that corner of the coffee shop, which is like so fucking sick.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's fucking sick. Hey, wait, what light is that? Oh, that's my light. Okay, so normally I have this is the back window. And it has a curtain, and I didn't shut the curtain.
Got it.
So that's just a light.
That's light coming through the window.
General IT says that's the Shardlight shot. God, General IT, you are killing me today, man. God, that was like. For some reason, this game made me unbelievably happy.
Yeah.
Because,
I feel like I was up and down for most of our play of it. Like, it felt weirdly... Like, there's some weird inconsistencies in the game in, like, the pacing and the tone and, and
the abrupt
stuff like that.
Violence. Oh, yeah.
But I enjoyed this last session of it. I enjoyed the ending of it, like, quite a lot.
Yeah, well, like, there's something about the setting where they tried really hard to make the setting really strong in its presentation. Like, I mean, if I go to helped Gordon go Gus, like, this is not just a decrepit street. Like, the fact that there's this huge statue here.
Yeah.
The interesting mix of buildings that have been built and then things that have been constructed. It's actually like... Oh, and then these, like, speakers. Oh, yeah, and I guess here's some propaganda posters. Although they're a bit far away. But, like, you know, the mix of styles, it's not, like, by the book. And, like, the control over the color palette is, like, really, really strong. And, like, this screen is really strong in terms of, like, how it communicates.
Yeah.
Where's Amy's home? I don't remember this.
Totally.
Oh, yeah, he's fucking... Yeah, and I mean, like, just the sense of space in this game was really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Holy shit.
Wild.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Amy hates children. Fucking little shits.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, there's something magical about these fucking point-and-click adventure games because it's... You know what they feel like? They feel like long escape rooms.
Yeah.
With more obtuse puzzles. Wait, I have to go.
Yeah, it depends on the escape room.
Yeah. Oh my god, let me... Menu. Quit. Wait.
Don't quit.
Menu.
Hello and welcome to the Shardlight commentary.
Oh, shit.
Wait.
Wait. It's on every screen. It's on every screen.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Yeah.
The cathedral was a location that I had a lot of fun designing.
Volume up.
Obviously, it was going to be the home of a cult dedicated to worshipping death, so having it be the site of a great loss of life seemed like a good way to add some character to the place. The horrible juxtaposition of a crashed airliner sticking out from a place of worship was something I thought would make for a striking image, which is why I asked Ben to make the scene scroll so we could have a dramatic establishing shot and pan down to the playable area.
Oh, that's right.
One executive
so we get it twice.
decision I made was that you can get access to this location, the exterior of the church, almost at the very beginning of the game. I really wanted the Reaper cult to be a major part of the narrative in the first half of the game. And I wanted you to see this location.
Well, that worked.
And see it as this potentially cool thing. But you can't get there yet. It's a kind of a goal to be achieved. And a number of testers complained that there is no reason for you to go to this location at this time, and it's a little frustrating. And yeah, I kind of agree with that sentiment, but at the same time, I think the narrative benefits outweigh the mere practical concerns. So that's me being a little bit artsy. Maybe we could have handled this a different way, but I still think it works the way it is.
No, I agree. Fuck the player. Yeah, like, I agree with that. Oh, no, I thought it would land well. But yeah, no, I think that is strictly correct. Like, that, I enjoyed wanting to get in here the entire time.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. My experience of this game was definitely sort of affected by how disjointed it was, not just from the artifact of, like, us playing week to week, which already disjoints games, but then inserting all of Return to Monkey Island, like, right in the middle of this game.
Oh,
like it was kind of a weird. It's hard for me to sort of reconstruct. What is the normal sort of, like, arc of expectation, or like what's the intended experience that I can sort of get from the abstracted experience that I had based on the way that we played the game.
Yeah, let me hit some art commentary.
I've only visited 3 cathedrals in my life, all of them Australian, so when it came time to draw a cathedral, I based my design on Australian cathedrals. When I showed Ivan my design, he showed me photos of European cathedrals, which are much more ornate and make our Australian ones look boxy and plain in comparison. After that, I tried adding a bit of extra structure to the sides, but the end result is perhaps less grandiose than it could have been. Originally, Francisco asked for this scene to be in 3-point perspective, but I quickly changed that to 2-point perspective. I didn't fancy the idea of trying to draw curved and arched features in a 3-point perspective, and I think the 2-point perspective works out better in the end anyway. One interesting thing is that because the scene scrolls, but not with the player, I could easily set this up as 3 different compositions, effectively treating the scene as 3 different parts that happen to join together. This was a bit nicer than trying to plan out a scene where the player can scroll the composition, because you never know exactly where the player will be for major moments, and therefore can't really plan out the layout very carefully. I've asked more experienced artists their thoughts on allowing for strong compositions in a scene where the player can scroll, and the general consensus seems to be, don't make games with scrolling scenes.
All right. All right,
That's amazing. That's such cool insight.
I want to immediately go over here to the market. So this is a scrolling scene. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want.
This scene actually marked a real turning point in how the scenery was made for the game. For the first few scenes of the game, I was working much in the same way as I had for Blackwell Epiphany, eyeballing the perspective and relying on photo textures for a lot of the detailing. However, after the first few scenes for Shardlight were done, I got stuck into full-time production on Techno Babylon, which was mostly using photo textures over 3D bases the designer had given me, and then painting over all of that to finish it up. By the time I came back to Shardlight and we were ready to start full-time production on it, two things had changed. The first was that I'd had to tighten up my perspective a lot, seeing as I'd been painting over 3D models which have perfect perspective, and the second was that I was tired of using photo textures so much, and I was really keen to paint things by hand. That meant that when I started this scene, I was referring to a perspective grid for basically the first time in my life, rather than eyeballing it like I'd done in the past, and rather than using photos textures for details, I was hand painting them all. This was a pretty interesting choice for the game and for me. I think it took away from some of the detailing it could have had, but in return I became a stronger painter because I wasn't relying on the photos to do a lot of the work for me anymore. From this point on in the game's production, all the scenes I painted stuck quite closely to a perspective grid, and I used photo textures very, very rarely.
Man, dude, it's gonna be real easy to want to, like, spend the rest of the day in there. Oh, get the fuck out of this scene. This is not, stop it. This is not a reminder. Yeah, no, I love these bits of process because, you know, what I love about some of this, the bits that the artist just shared was about the journey to get to the complete thing. Because I think that it's so easy to look at a particular scene in a movie or a illustration in a game like this and think, yeah, how long would it take to make that? As though the image is perfectly crystal clear and you're just literally trying to place the pixels down, which is a very short amount of time compared to, okay, you know, for instance, if we look at this shot, like, was this using photo references? Did they initially have a larger landscape and then realize, you know what? Make this smaller because we're going to have icons all over the place. We don't want too many large dramatic things here. Like there's so many ways that this could be iterated on, have more detail added, have less detail added. Yeah, no, I mean, it's awesome. I love commentary tracks.
Yeah, no, I agree. I love commentary tracks. And this implementation of them, I think, is especially rad, where, like, we can just load up a save and on any given screen be like, show me the commentary.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me, I mean, I have to. All right, hold on. So we're gonna load.
Go back to the options.
Hello and welcome to the Shardlight comments.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. That's good.
All right. So there's no... I'm not getting any tracks here. I don't even think we have an option for commentary mode.
Okay.
I really want commentary mode.
I really hope that there has to be, right? There has to be.
We need it.
Okay, just...
Needs to be.
Come on.
Oh, shit, yeah.
What?
Where
you
at your
what type
what
I just fucking not click on these things. Oh no.
Yes, very. Leigh. Come on.
No, fucking how do
Wait, what? Are you kidding me? What are you talking about?
I can't click on him. What was their commentary? I want to know.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Used. I just ended up using the same theme over and over again in different ways a lot more than I normally would. And at a certain point, I was just like, am I lazy? Am I not doing my job right? I feel like I need to be doing more work. And it was still a ton of work because you're reworking old pieces, which I often find actually harder than writing new ones sometimes. But it was just an interesting and different experience to sort of redo things in a slightly different way numerous times. And I think the biggest example of me worrying about whether or not I'm lazy was in the final track of the game, or one of the final tracks, where Tiberius and Danton fight, and I ended up just kind of trying out just slamming their two themes together and seeing how it worked, and I was shocked at how well it worked. I was like, holy cow. I was gonna try to get inspiration by throwing those two things together, but like they worked well to me. They did require a lot of rewriting, though, a lot of little key changes and differences to make up for the fact that they had very different keys, and so it definitely was a lot of work. It wasn't just me slamming the two tracks together, but I still felt guilty as if I were doing that anyway, because I don't know, I'm so used to writing new tracks for things. But rewriting is definitely just as hard, and sometimes harder, because you have to just figure out how to twist something into a position that it doesn't quite belong. And I think with the final fight with Danton, I shortened one of their time signatures, because one of them is in an odd time signature, and I basically either trimmed or extended it so it was no longer in an odd time signature, so that they would line up a bit more and it wasn't just two melodies doodling with one another and not lining up at all.
This is one of those things that, like, you don't notice.
Tiberius,
right? But was
your
like,
time is
but
nearly
it
over.
feels coherent in the moment.
No, where?
I want to see if there's any other commentary.
Do you really?
Oh, by what? I would then.
Tell me. And if you.
Greenlung will Yes.
All right, I'm trying to carefully go through because it's press any key to skip commentary track. I hope the commentary comes up.
Yeah, that's important.
Come up with a game. There are sometimes, as I'm sure it happens with you as well, there's sometimes images that, or set pieces and things that I definitely want to have in there. I talked about with a Golden Wake how one of the things that I definitely wanted in there was the whole big dance number. And with Shardlight, it was this bit where the jar breaks, because we had come up with the idea of Tiberius having his dead kid in the jar, and at the end it breaks and he breaks as well. But the actual circumstances of it changed a little bit. Originally, Amy was going to be the one who broke the jar as a defiant move, and then as this
sort of vindictive statement against him.
Exactly, because he was gonna, be oppressing her, and then her thing was gonna be like, oh yeah, well she wouldn't know what it was, but she had obviously seen that.
I'll break this jar!
I'll break the jar!
He held it dear, so she was gonna do that as a vindictive thing. But then as it went on, it became apparent that, she didn't actually witness him talking to the jar. So then, as the scene evolved and Danton was at the final battle, then it was like, okay, well then Danton should be the one that smashes the jar. But then also it was like, well, Danton hasn't actually seen him talk to it. So then it just became the thing of Danton accidentally smashing into it and then realizing what the deal was. But yeah, this was something that I definitely wanted to have in there from the start. And
it's really cool. It's really cool when you know that as an artist is going to be the focal point of a scene. When you tell me a thing like that, I can really design the scene to be like, okay, this is what we're looking at. Straight away, this is going to be a major part, so I'm going to put it in an area that's going to draw the eye and sort of have a staircase curving around leading to it as a sort of guide to it. And also, like it's easy to work with because you put it in a spot where it's going to be easy to have someone smash into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I really like that as an artist, when you know early on, even though I painted that scene very early, it was one of the first scenes I painted for the game.
This is our last commentary
I knew very
track,
early on
and
that
then
that was going
we
to be
will have
thing
the
that had
closing
to happen.
commentary track.
So that's really empowering as an artist to know what you're going to be dealing with, sort of 7 months down the track, 10 months down the track.
And how did you enjoy actually animating the jar breaking? Because that was one of the later animations you did.
I like doing all the gross stuff. So if I can do a dead baby sliding out of a jar of gooey, gross stuff, that's always a good day.
My boy, my sweet.
Actually, wait. Let me get him to say the word.
You detestable hag! Oh, my beautiful
There we go.
boy.
There we go.
All right, that's good. That's a perfect last sound to end on. Oh my God, that's great. Well, Sean, do you have any final thoughts before we close out? I'm mostly walking on this fine Monday.
No, I mean that was an amazing game. That was a lot of fun.
That was great.
I was excited to do this show to finish it off.
I know we're
Yeah, good
Leigh's
shit.
today, but I hope you enjoyed a pair of Sean's. Coming up next on the Mostly Walking stuff, down the road we will be visiting the excavation of Hobbs Barrow, which is the most recent release from Wajidai Games. But up next is a game that some of my buddies made called Broken Pieces. And I met them because I was playing this game, Kid Chameleon. And
hell yes.
In Kid Chameleon, it's a Sega Genesis game. There are levels in between levels that have no specific name to them. It's not like, Green Hill Zone, Act 1. It just says Elsewhere. And I love that word. I think Elsewhere is fucking sick. And so I looked up the word Elsewhere and found some game devs called Elsewhere Experience that did all sorts of like really interesting interactive environments, where you could like put on like a VR headset and explore environment, stuff like that. And I just messaged them and they were like, oh yeah, we're working on this game called Broken Pieces. And that's what we're going to fucking play.
Amazing.
And so with that, I'm going to leave.
This looks good. I'm psyched.
Well, dude, Sean, bye-bye. See you on Monday. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye.